What's up, Dubai's entrepreneurs? You know what's crazy? Just last week I got over 50 direct messages asking about business in Dubai, and it wasn't from newcomers, and honestly, I get it. The UE changed faster than most of us can keep up with. This is exactly why I'm making this video. Not just another how to start a business guide, but real answers to the questions. These are the 5 essential questions you need to know answers to if you have a business in Dubai. Hello, my name is Lana, I'm CMO of Connect Group. We are helping companies to relocate employees to Dubai, sorting out the visa problems, and also setting up their businesses, also consulting and helping survive in Dubai. The number one question is, how do I actually pay myself? Let me make it super simple. You get 2 main options here. Option A, salary, works just like a regular paycheck, counts as the business expenses, low tax benefits, perfect for consistent monthly income. It helps you if you want to use a mortgage. Option B, dividends, take money out as company profit. No withholding tax in the UAE, more flexible timing. As a shareholder, you can distribute profits as the dividends. These aren't considered business expenses, so they don't reduce your taxable profit. But the good news, dividends are generally not a subject to withholding tax in the UAE. What should you choose? Most funders I work with do a combination of the both. Now, speaking of the money, I can already hear you asking, okay, but what about the taxes? Well, the things have changed recently, and this is probably the biggest update you need to know about. Let me break down the new corporate tax system in the simplest way possible. So, listen. First, 375,000 in the profit, zero tax. And yes, you heard that right. Anything above? Just 9%. So, let's make the super simple sample. Let's say you make $500,000 in profit, yeah? So the first 375,000, it's zero tax. Remaining 125, it's 11,250 dirhams in the taxes. Not so bad for the 1 year, right? And if you're earning $500,000, so completely not bad. Want to pay less? Remember what we just talked about the salaries. If you pay yourself a salary, say, let's say 125,000, it lowers your company profit, so you might pay zero tax. Smart structuring matters. Here is what you absolutely need to know. Everyone must register, yes, even if you're making 10 dirhams in a profit. Yes, even if you're a free zone company, and yes, even if you're below 375,000 threshold. Registration is actually pretty simple. Head to Emara tax portal, create your account, upload your trade license, memorandum of attestation and Emirates ID, submit and wait for your tax number. Look, I get it. Taxes aren't the most exciting topic, but getting this right is crucial for your business success in Dubai. That's why we are offering 30 minutes consultation call with our business advisors. They will help you structure everything properly from the start. Click the link in description to book your free call. Trust me, 30 minutes now can save you thousands later. What is VIT in UAE? Who needs to register and how to do it? Okay, there is another 3-letter word. E-commerce, Amazon seller, restaurant owner, or another business. Basically, if you are making money in Dubai, this one definitely is for you. I have seen too many entrepreneurs panic about VIT when their business suddenly takes off. Let's make sure you're not one of them. Here is the quick rundown on VIT. So at first, just 5%, one of the lowest globally. Must register at 375 yearly revenue, can register yearly at 187.5. So register for VIT early if you are planning to work with bigger UE companies. Trust me, I have seen that deals fall only because business weren't VIT registered. Don't let that be you. Here is your successful entrepreneur calendar. Block 50 minutes at the end of each month. That's it. Just match your bank records with your books. Log all the money moves. Pro tip. I use Zoho for this. QuickBooks works too. Trust me, it's worth every dirham. Quarterly, add a reminder 10 days before the VIT deadline. Submit VIT returns if your revenue is over 375,000 or you voluntarily registered. You must file a VAT return every 3 months. This includes total sales and purchases. Output VAT, VAT you collected from the customers. Input VAT, VAT you paid on business expenses. Review and update financial statements. So, and now we are going to yearly. Start preparing financial statements at least 3 months before your corporate tax deadline. It's detailed report showing your income, your expenses, and profit for the year. If you are in the free zone or mainland with specific requirements, you will need to get this audited by an approved auditor. File corporate tax return if your company is subject to new corporate tax. File your return with 9 months after your financial year ends. Example, if your year ends up in December 31, 2024, you must file by September 30, 2025. Hold an annual general meeting AGM required for companies with multiple shareholders. Sole proprietors or small businesses, you can skip this. Nice, right? Sometimes it's good to be small. Very popular question from my friends and entrepreneurs. What happens if I miss a tax deadline in the UAE? You already know what happened, right? So okay, let's be serious. That's a question I hear all the time and for good reasons. If you don't register for corporate tax on time, you're looking at 10,000 fine. Ouch, right? But what we expected. This is where things get a bit more layered. If you miss the VAT filing deadline, it's 1,000 dirhams the first time. Do it again with 2 years and it jumps to 2,000. But if you miss the VAT payment deadline, it's a lot worse, guys. You're hitting with 2% penalties on the unpaid taxes immediately. After 7 days, add another 4%. Then a 1% daily fine kicks in, piling up until it hits 300% of what you own. Not so bad, right? It's 300%. It could be even worse, like 500%, but still, it's a lot of money. Audited financial statements. Some free zones or mainland authorities require this annually. Skip them and you could face fines. Varieties depend on the authority. Economic Substance Regulation, ICR. If your business falls under ICR and you don't comply, the fines range from 10,000 to 50,000, with even higher penalties for repeat offenses. Anti-money laundering non-compliance here can result in major fines depending on the severity of the violation. Sometimes it's mean even frozen license or it's end of your company. If you're running a business in Dubai or planning to start one, check out our video. Kate break down the biggest mistakes like not renewing license, hiring without proper visas, and misunderstanding tax rules.